How many dates until y'all slept together? How do you truly feel about Cynthia's luxury purchases?
So you need to get over that.
Which one of Cynthia's influencer friends is your least favorite?
Hi guys, it's Cynthia. Welcome back to my channel. Today we have a really exciting video in honor of our 1-year wedding anniversary. We are doing a truth or drink. I have my sister here helping. Do you want to say hi?
Hi.
So she's gonna help facilitate. The rules are my sister Michelle has a list of questions, spicy, juicy questions that you guys sent in to my Instagram and ones that she came up with. And we either answer the question or we take a shot. So Tim here is drinking his...
Clase Azul Gold.
Why this one?
Because it is a school night and I'm not trying to have a 3-day long hangover by drinking in the middle of the day here.
And for me, you guys know I'm pregnant, so I'm obviously not going to be drinking like alcohol.
Clase Azul Gold.
Yes. So instead, we are going to come up with a little concoction of a kind of gross mixture of things. So here's what we have. Pickle juice, orange juice, ramune, maple syrup, milk, Worcestershire sauce, ketchup, lemon juice, and guava juice. Does this sound gross enough?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to make the concoction?
Oh.
So Michelle is currently making this concoction. Oh my god. Whoa, it's thick. Oh my god.
Fridge. A little squirt of lemon.
Oh my god. Oh my god. The ketchup is not dissolving. Ooh, it smells gross. It smells really like pickly and Worcestershire. But I think the texture might be more like milky.
So that's what you have to take if you don't answer a question.
Yes.
In place of alcohol.
Yes.
Because
We have babies.
she's preggers.
This is our Chase. Boba guys. Love them.
Which flavor?
This is the passion fruit jasmine fresca. And then Michelle, do you want to show them what you have? Nice. That's the strawberry fresca. If you want to see more fun videos of us, hit that subscribe down below and let's get into this truth or drink.
And share with your friends.
Yes.
I'll start tame and easy.
How are you feeling right now?
I'm nervous because I don't want to drink, but I also probably don't want to answer every single question. So, and this is the first time doing this.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a flyover for Memorial Day
Oh.
for the baseball game.
Question
Hashtag sports.
number 1 to both of you. What is the longest time you have been apart?
Ladies first. Well, I guess it's the same answer for both of us, but
Probably a week.
yeah.
Yeah. I feel like normally it's for like business trips and usually you're max gone a week.
Yeah, like 5 days.
Yeah.
But at the beginning of the relationship, she had come back to the city earlier, and so we would see each other like once a week.
But there was definitely a stint where I thought you ghosted me where like it was 2 weeks. So I guess the answer is 2 weeks.
Questions about wedding for brides, new brides. Cynthia, is it worth spending all that money coming from a 2026 bride?
Yeah, I think so. I think
This is from a fan?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were telling us something, Michelle, that...
That's my secret announcement.
yeah, I do think it's worth it. I think when you're in the midst of planning, like it can feel like a lot, but honestly, we had the best weekend and looking back, it was like everything that I had dreamed of and more. So I do think it's worth it. But I will caveat and say I'm that type of girl that grew up dreaming of my wedding. And I think if you're the same way and you have a vision, definitely try and execute it because it's once in a lifetime. If you're a girly where you don't really care that much about your wedding, then it's probably not worth it.
How much did you guys spend for your entire wedding?
Drink?
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn. Whoa. That's a fatty.
That's ew. Oh. Okay, yeah, that's good.
You smell it?
No, it just comes out. It looks like sludge. Cheers, baby.
Cheers.
Good luck.
Cheers.
Shut down.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I might gag.
Well, you don't have to finish it. Is it gross?
What is that taste? I think I have it worse off here.
Ew.
It's so sour, but then the texture is like,
Oh, dude.
yeah, milk, but with chunks of ketchup.
You're a champ.
Thanks. You too. Went
mean-
down smooth?
The first one did.
Now a question for Tim. Okay. So I heard, this is me, I heard that when you guys were first dating, you were changing your Bumble profile pictures often. So were you seeing other people when you guys first started dating? Or were you exclusively seeing Cynthia? And why were you changing your
I guess to answer the first question, yeah, I was still talking to other people, going on dates. Probably not as many as Cynthia thinks, but I also know she was on her own version of The Bachelorette as well.
Oh!
And so,
He had to out me like that?
yeah, I was talking to other people when we first started talking, and I was also changing my profile in the midst of our initial foray of communication because I was completely new to the dating scene and I had never used a dating app before. So I'm an optimizer and I like to continually put my best foot forward. And so there were some edits to my profile.
The whole thing.
Because I'm an overthinker and I want to make sure that I'm always putting my best foot forward. I can see how that looks, but
I spiraled.
it did happen, yes.
And how many dates?
And me?
No, both of you.
Oh.
Combined question. How many dates until y'all slept together?
Should we say?
I'm down.
6.
Yeah, I was going to say 6 or 7, yeah.
Yeah. I gave him a lot of crap for waiting until the 6th date because I thought, like, you know, okay, definitely not the first, but maybe the 3rd or the 4th, we could start, like, making out and then I'd be down. But then it took until the 6th, and by the, like, 5th and 6th date, I was like, wait, is he gay and just wants to be best friends?
Oh my God, bro.
Like, does he just like hang out with me as a friend? Like, or is he
Oh my
actually
God.
interested? Because I was just like, why has nothing happened yet? To be fair, like you...
Can I give my side
Yes.
of the story? My side of the story, again, like related to the previous question. Thank you, Michelle. I was very new to the dating game. I always want to put my best foot forward. So the last thing I was morbidly afraid of was that coming across as a guy who was
Like a
trying
F-boy.
to get in someone's pants way too prematurely. I didn't realize that I did it way too late for what the normal cadence was for the dating thing. Like, it's like, apparently according to Cynthia, like after 3 to 4 dates, it seems appropriate because otherwise, and I wasn't thinking about it from the girl's perspective, but otherwise they wouldn't keep continuing putting themselves out there and spending time with you. And so yes, it did take me longer than what she had hoped for.
I do think also, though, I had said a lot when we were starting to date and like going on our first few dates. I did mention things like, oh, you know, like I've dealt with a lot of F-boys in SF, LA, so like I'm not trying to do that. And so I think he was hypersensitive and aware, and that's why it took until the 6th date.
Next question. Staying with the, wedding. What's your biggest wedding regret? Both you and Tim answer, like personal answers.
It's a good sign that we both are taking such a long time to even think of one.
Yeah. I think my only thing would be I wish that we had taken into account all the potential costs that would come like towards the tail end. Like the random costs, for example, since we were doing our cake cutting at night, I guess there wasn't lighting that was originally planned. We last minute had to add lighting, which cost like $3,000 or something. So that was an additional cost. And then obviously all the tips for all our vendors was at least like 20% or more. So then that also added up. So I wish when we were budgeting, we had budgeted these extra last minute things plus tips so that we probably could have scaled back a little bit with like our flowers.
I would say similar to that, but not entirely the same, is that I just wish that, at least me personally, I won't speak for Cynthia, but I wish that I hadn't been so caught up in the stress of the last month of wedding planning. I think it's a natural thing because, as she alluded to, all the bills become due at the last month. You really start to have to execute and like do things and put plans into action, and then, you know, finalize things, and it just becomes such a stressful thing. It kind of takes away from the experience as you're going into it. Now, by the time you're at the other end of the weekend, it's like, that was the best thing ever. Amazing. And have no regrets. I'm very aligned with Cynthia in that regard. But like going into it, you just get so caught up in the money that's going out the door, in the last second decisions that still have to be made yet, that haven't been made yet, in the uncertainty, especially for us. Like, we were doing it in Cabo, and so it was like packing our bags for the first time for our wedding in Cabo was like a super stressful thing, because we brought like 12 suitcases down. All of that became very stressful. The last week here was probably one of the most stressful weeks we had, like, as a couple. Just to be very honest, I just wish that I had been more prepared, but then also been more taking the perspective like it's all gonna be okay, because literally less than a week later, best day of our lives, everything worked out to perfection,
all worth it,
and it was all worth it. I say that's my only regret, is like my response to that level of stress.
You did great.
Now this is a question to Tim. Speaking on wedding, I want you to rank Cynthia's bridesmaids from favorite to least favorite. So we have Peggy, Kat, Amanda, Alice, Ashley.
Oh, not counting you.
Yeah, not, well, I would count that.
Yeah, I would say I'm definitely drinking, but I would say that number one is definitely Michelle.
Well, I would hope so.
Dang.
Good question, Michelle.
Same, similar, but this one's for Cynthia. I want you to rank Tim's core boy, like, best friend group. So we have Denny, Kevin, Gorion, Keaton, Jamie, and Graham from favorite to least favorite.
I'd say...
Just take a shot.
Really?
Is that worth a shot?
Let me think about my reasonings.
Oh.
Okay. Number one, because he's like your big bro.
Celebrity guest.
I had a call that the questions weren't spicy enough, so I had to come ask them myself.
Yeah, come ask them.
Oh my god.
That's not true. You just missed
I'm 2 shots in.
Nick, Tim's brother, just joined us, by the way.
So it's our younger siblings torturing us. This is like the best weekend activity for them.
Tim, how do you truly feel about Cynthia's luxury purchases?
It's a great question. How do I truly feel about Cynthia's luxury purchases?
That was submitted by a follower.
I think that when not under supervision, it can be excessive. But we have really established like an understanding of one another when it comes to that aspect of her life. And I have a deeper understanding now than I could have ever imagined myself having. Sort of the motivations and the inspiration behind that aspect of her. I guess it's like a hobby, if you will. And yeah, I think we both work with each other to like sort of meet in the middle. And I think at this point, we sort of have a great plan on the go forward of sort of what to expect and how she thinks about those. So I'd say I feel cautiously okay about it right now.
Cynthia, this question's for you. What are your true thoughts on Tim's friends dating younger girls? Like more than
10 years. I think as long as they're happy, I'm fine with it.
Oh, that's really nice. Thank you.
Because I think some girls at 25 can be pretty mature. Like, I feel like me at 25, I was pretty mature. So when I was 25, I was down to date guys that were up to 35.
Tim, Which one of Cynthia's influencer friends is your least favorite and why?
I don't have a problem answering this, but I don't want to create unnecessary. You can't bleep it out.
All my other ones are tame.
Dang, 3 shots already.
Another one for Tim. What's the worst thing Cynthia has ever cooked for you?
Oh, that's so easy. Listen up, guys. She is an amazing chef. Like, truly, I'm sitting here every single day of my life eating Michelin quality food. And the best
That's
part
an
of
exaggeration.
Oh yeah, the best part of it is like when we first started dating, she pretended like she knew how to cook because she was trying to like, I don't know the saying of like a way to a man's heart is through his stomach. And so she would constantly cook all these things for me
Just frantically looking up recipes.
because she does this all the time, and this would be my life if I stayed with her forever. I didn't know this until like about a year ago when her mom was literally like, her mom told my mom, who then told me, which is Cynthia literally started cooking the moment she met you. And I thought that was the sweetest thing ever. Since then, which has been almost 3.5, 4 years now, like she truly is such a great and efficient cook. Like it used to be like she would stand in the kitchen staring at the ingredients like, what am I doing? And it would take like an hour and a half. And now she can whip up like a banging meal in like 20 minutes. And it's just like, that aside, the worst thing that she's ever cooked for me is, do you know what I'm going to say?
No.
Is last July 4th, we were at home hanging out. I think it was a long weekend. And she cooked this broccoli dish for me. And I think that, or for us, like, and it was, I believe sauteed, but like one of the pieces came through raw, and that piece had like dirt on it. And so I remember eating it and tasting dirt, but everything else was fine. I remember eating.
It was a salad.
Or a salad, yeah. It was a salad. But like the broccoli hadn't been washed. I tasted dirt, but then I sort of powered through it and ate the whole thing. And I didn't have that issue again. So I was like, oh, that's fine. And then July 4th, the Giants are playing, and we go and walk about 20 minutes down the street to go watch the fireworks show. And as we're walking down, my stomach starts doing backflips. And I'm like, oh my God. And I thought I was going to throw up and diarrhea at the same exact time. And the fireworks hadn't started yet, surrounded by people in public, clenching so hard to try and not.
He was about to faint.
Yeah.
Like, I've never seen him like that. Like,
I was like pale,
his
sweating.
eyes were like rolling back, and like, yeah. I thought he was about to faint.
She like carried me home, and then.
Well, no, then we went to the nearest like bar restaurant, and then he went and used their restroom.
Yeah, but she like carried me into that, and then I used the restroom. But yeah, that was by far the worst thing she's ever cooked for me.
Fireworks at the pier and in the bathroom.
Now it's on to the bros' turn. It's Michelle, Cynthia's younger sister, here to my right. To our
Question
right.
for both of you, starting with Cynthia. What's the biggest lie you've ever told Tim? And the backwards as well.
I want to say I've never lied to you, but
What about white lies too?
yeah. I feel like I tell you everything that I feel.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I think the things that I tell Cynthia the most that are like, quote like lies is that when I always say like I'm going on a trip for work. and she's always like, and she kind of calls it out, but I always defend it, but I agree it's not the full truth. Is like, I mean, a lot of people I work with are my friends, they're clients, but also at the same time, like, we do a lot of work together, but I think the way I frame it to you and the way I push for things sometimes based on, I mean, hey, I like to think that we live our work. I like to think that I have fun doing my work, and so that's part of the reason why I'm so good at it. But yeah, I mean, a lot of the times too, I just want to go see my friends.
I guess maybe my lie is that I don't mind that you go on these work trips. Work trips.
Because then you can eat ramen at home and do whatever you want.
Oh!
Is that what you meant?
No, I meant that I don't mind, but I actually do mind.
Oh.
Like, I do mind because clearly I wasn't happy when you went on that Yellowstone trip.
Tim, question for you.
Uh,
Could you describe to us the most scandalous picture on your phone?
describe or show?
He said describe.
Yeah, unless you want to put it on the camera.
For the
That's-
sanctity and dignity of... That's all I'm going to say.
That already is an answer in and of itself.
Have you ever flirted with someone recently to get something you wanted?
Why are you laughing? Get something that I wanted? Besides you?
Yeah, I'm assuming it's besides me.
Maybe my Hermes sales associate?
Okay.
Yeah. But like, I think we're pretty...
Like that?
Tim, would you be mad if Cynthia took off her wedding ring if she were out like having a girls' night so she could get free drinks?
Oh, interesting.
Would I be mad? Yeah. I wouldn't be mad per se, but I wouldn't like that. Because first of all, she's pregnant and she shouldn't be drinking. No.
Okay,
But
mine
in
is fine.
any case, yeah. I think so.
I wouldn't do that. I can buy my own drinks.
Oh, shit. What's something you really dislike about your partner that you wish you could change?
This isn't a dislike, but if I could change something, I wish he would be... Do you know what I'm gonna say?
No. I wish she would stop buying luxury goods.
Is that actually your wish? I thought you were okay with it. Was that a lie?
No. No, yeah, I'm okay with it. That was an easy one. I'll think of another
Dude,
one.
you gotta pee or something, or what's going on?
He's nervous. I wish he'd be less OCD.
Oh, salt!
I know. That's salt on the wound. Salt on the wound.
Oh, hold on, I need
That's
5.
triggering.
Well, he takes 5. Can you share an
That's
example
triggering.
about one of the most annoying OCD things that he does?
Yeah. Every single day he sees dust and he's like, why is there dust again? And then just yesterday he was like, I'm noticing dust collecting every day. I vacuum every day and there is still dust. It's because our furniture is old. And I'm like, we've only been here for 2 years. He doesn't like dust, but dust is everywhere in the world. So you need to get over that. Especially once we have a baby, it's gonna be extra messy and extra gross everywhere.
Where is the lie? There are no lies, which is why that was a very nice answer.
Oh, I mean, it was my honest answer. He needs to recover.
Yeah.
Aww. My nice one was, I wish you had more self-love.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That first answer is going to help that part. I wish he was more open to the outside world.
What do you mean?
Just a general open-mindedness would be nice. You know what I mean.
In terms of?
I don't know, like sometimes socially, sometimes like just understanding current events. No, but that's part of why like I love being with Cynthia is because she creates this like universe where it's just like, this is our universe. This is my world.
It's
But
because I'm nesting.
you're doing that long before you're pregnant.
True. That's fair.
Yeah. It's fair. Yours was very direct. But that's fair.
I mean, there's a little more questions, but I think that was a nice one to end on.
That was?
Okay, well, how many shots in are you?
4.
4 shots in. 4 shots in, 1 shot in for me. This tasted nasty. That was our truth or drink. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, subscribe below. Hit that like button and
Share with a friend.
share with a friend. Happy anniversary to us.
Happy anniversary, baby.
And we'll see you guys in our next vlog. Bye.